riding again with Mark. Closing in. Ever closer on Schrader in 11th position. Leader continues to be young Ward Burton, still looking for his first Winston Cup victory, with John Andretti hanging on to second place. Leaders on pit road. Caution is out. Second time today. Lap number 30. Reason, the leader, Ward Burton, traveling through turns 1 and 2. Apparently an engine let go and sent him head on into the wall. Watch this one. Lead car, 31.
Again, I think the right front tire blew on that car rather than an engine. It looks like the right front fender even wrinkled up as it was heading up toward the wall from flapping rubber. He was doing a great job just sitting out there leading the race, and it just come apart.
Well, you know, we were talking earlier, nobody had run long runs. Nobody really knows what the tire situation is going to be, and I think that's maybe an indication right there.
You know, on these radial tires, it's extremely hard to tell if you have one cut down and it's starting to go flat. They don't give you much warning about one lap, and they go from a slow leak to popping.
In-car angle of number 31, Ward Burton. This is one of the Hoosier cars in the race. This is another Hoosier car. Just went away, lined up the track and into the wall. Crashed here in May, and a hard crash here today for South Boston, Virginia's Ward Burton, but we saw him walk from the car. He's been the prime test driver on those Hoosiers. Done an outstanding job of getting a lot of mileage on them and has learned a lot. But not much he could do about that. Let's go to Rick Craven.
Ken, about the tires, you know, with a new surface comes a lot of speed, and also we eliminate some tire wear. When you eliminate tire wear, the tires run hotter. They need to wear to cool, and when they don't wear, they build heat, and they'll either blister or blow.
And that's probably what we saw right there in turns 1 and 2. As you continue to watch the work on car number 11, looks like they're trying desperately to get Bill Elliott back in this race with that car. He's had some good finishes recently for number 11, trying to stay in this thing today. Here's Dick Bergman.
Well, Ken, while I can't tell you for sure why Ward Burton's tire blew out, I can tell you that they were concerned about tires. They made an interesting observation yesterday afternoon in testing in practice. That was, if they wanted to go as fast as the car would go, they were the fastest car out here. But tire temperatures got to the point that they were sure that they were going to blister those tires. So what Burton was trying to do here, he was just trying to take it a little bit easy. Even though he was leading, he could have gone faster, trying to take it easy to make sure nothing happened to those tires. As long as he did that, he was convinced he could have been the fastest guy in the field, but he would have taken care of the tires. Right front went anyway. Boom, in the wall. Randy Pemberton.
Well, just to add to the tire deal, when they came here and tested, both Goodyear and Hoosier tested tires. They both went back to the manufacturer plants, and they designed basically a new tire. They came with new compound. As far as the Goodyear goes, it's much like the Dover tire. They have a wider left side than the Hoosier, and as far as the right side, a little more stagger in the Goodyear tire, about 1.25 inches, where it's only about 1 inch as far as the Hoosier is concerned, because Goodyear thought that they might have a problem with cars pushing, so they thought they'd give them a little more stagger. That's really the tire situation as we head into the Mello Yello 500, the early stages today.
Working lap 34 with the Petty Enterprises, number 43, John Andretti out in front. The last time that car led in this race, 1983. Back here at the Mello Yello 500 at Charlotte, North Carolina, where John Andretti leads as they complete lap 37, just under the green flag again. That's the first full complete lap under green since the caution. And there you see a bit of the rundown of the field as we watch car number 3. Here's the story of the moment. Remember, he was back in 39th. Forget it. He's now up to 18th and still charging. Right back through the field. Interesting, one of the new items that they're selling here at the racetrack in the Earnhardt sales area are wind chimes. Second place battle developing. Nemechek to the inside on Jeff Gordon.
John Andretti's probably really appreciating this. It's giving him an opportunity to scoot out as they run side by side behind him.
There you see the interval. They've doubled him up a little further back. Terry Labonte is right in there. On with Brett Bodine. You're riding with Terry in the Kellogg's car. Again, won the 300 yesterday. We'll have the story on that a bit for you later this afternoon. Greg Sachs is right up in it, 77, and there's Jeff Bodine. Andretti first. Nemechek the second. Gordon third. Terry Labonte in fourth. They're ready to swap them around again. Second spot challenge this time from Labonte. Moving on the bottom. It's Gordon. Closes up. Goes after Nemechek. Here comes Sachs down to the bottom and looking good.
Yeah, Sachs come with him and took Gordon, and now he's up beside Labonte.
Richard Petty's 198th win was in this race, the 500. That was in '83. He's standing right down there now with Dick Burton.
Well, John Andretti had only led 2 laps in 1994 until now, but Richard, it seems as if every time TBS does a show, you guys run better and better. How about this kid?
Well, we'll keep doing that then. Yeah, he's running good right now. Everything's working good. If we can just keep it that way all day, we'll be in good shape. But long old race, and them Hoosiers are going to come on. So we'll wait and see what happens.
Tires are on everyone's mind.
40 of 334 laps complete. John Andretti with the advantage over Nemechek in second. And now Greg Sachs takes third. Terry Labonte fourth. Bodine is in fifth. That looks like Jarrett coming up. Rusty Wallace noses in here. Rusty Wallace moving right back into competition.
We've seen a little bit more two-abreast racing on this restart. After they got to run 30 laps of green flag, they made that pit stop and got to make a few minor adjustments to get the cars just a little more comfortable.
And I think they all wanted to take a look at the tires too, Chuck, and see just what they look like. And the ones that are running two abreast now, I think the tires must have looked pretty good at the time, so they're going to let it go now.
That's a good point, Gale.
Jeff Bodine holding fourth, a fifth, and closing on Terry Labonte in fourth.
Brand new asphalt is just notorious for high tire temperatures, as we mentioned, but I think just about every single team in this race took advantage during the practice sessions to what they call scuff their tires, and that helps resist some of the blistering problems. And what they do is they put a brand new set of tires on, they go out and they practice on them for about 5 laps, and then they pull them off and save them for the race. And each team's done that with many sets of tires to get through this day, hopefully without any blistered tires.
Chuck, some of them went on them twice. You know, you go out and you run about 5 laps, you take them off and you let them cool off, and that hardens them just a little bit, and some teams scuff their tires twice.
And I spoke to Buddy Parrott this morning, and he doused his with a water hose when he pulled them off hot, just to try to toughen them up a little bit more.
Jeff Bodine continues to peak on the inside. Not ready to make a full commitment there. That run on Terry Labonte. Got it. Turn 3. Bodine to fourth. Terry Labonte back to fifth. Now 24, Gordon. He's dropping back. He's dropped from second to 13th, now to 14th. He goes back as Earnhardt comes around him. And that's happened the last 7 or 8 laps.
Yeah, he's made that slide back in a big hurry. This race hasn't been restarted all that long. He must definitely have some kind of a problem.
Well, we need to have some of the folks down in the pits check with Ray Evernham on that car, number 24 of Jeff Gordon. Winner here in the 600 in May, sliding back through the field here at lap 45. DW. Waltrip in the 17 is running in, we have it as 32nd position. Gant's right there with him in the 33.
Well, if you notice, DW usually in a race like this will sit back a while. And, but if he runs all day long, you can almost count on DW being pretty close to the front.
Randy Pemberton can tell us more about this one.
Hey, Cale, the car's flat. The 17 car is definitely flat. They're thinking possible ignition. The car just doesn't sound like it's hitting right when it comes by me on the front stretch. So they're going to work on the 17 car. As far as Harry Gant goes, they're thinking a possible broken shock already, and that will be a tough thing for Harry Gant. You can't change a shock without losing at least a lap, and that's probably under caution.
Oh, that's too bad for Gant in his 19th and final start here in the Mello Yello 500. Here's the 77, Greg Sachs in third. Jeff Bodine, a couple of Yankees running third and fourth out here.
2 Hoosier cars.
Closing on Nemechek.
You know, Jeff Bodine, just before that pit stop, was in the second position. Now, I don't know if his pit crew did some extra adjustments or if it was just a slow stop, but I think he come out only 7th, so now he's trying to work his way back up there.
Call that 3 Hoosier cars. Nemechek, Sachs, and Bodine. John Andretti leading on Goodyears at the present time. And his lead diminishes. He's getting caught up out there by that trio. Side battery car in fourth, riding with Jeff. You talk about the old days. They say Bodine, a couple of cautions a little bit different. He wouldn't have won by a lap. He'd have won by 2 laps at North Wilkes.
No doubt about it. He was hooked up. Very seldom you see this day and time anybody that really puts that kind of has that kind of class on the field, but he did it.
He's had more DNFs than almost anybody else among the strong runners here, but when that car works, good night.
Yeah, his consistency's not quite there, but he sure does go fast. He's having a very good year, his first year as a car owner.
Dale Jarrett lies 6th, and here comes that number 3. Earnhardt's used to coming from the back. Tom Higgins was pointing out this morning in the Observer that he's done it more than once. Started 24th at Bristol, won it. Started 24th at Michigan, finished 2nd. Started 27th and finished 2nd at Darlington. Started 37th and finished 2nd at Dover. He's used to coming from the rear.
Well, Jeff Gordon's crew has struggled with their car all week long here at Charlotte. They haven't been happy with the way it has handled since they took it off the truck. And right now its problem, according to Ray Evernham, is it's wicked loose. That's Ray Evernham's version of what's wrong with the car. This is a great car. It's Bugard that won the Brickyard 400.
So there's the story on car number 24 as we go back up front. And they focus on Andretti and the Richard Petty number 43. Nemechek, Sachs, Bodine, all Hoosier shod cars closing up on that number 43 Goodyear machine. Been a while since we've seen a Pontiac running this well. And they qualified well and continue to lead at lap 52.
Well, that racing starting to settle down just a little bit behind John. They've got single file and they're starting to run him down now. He's going to have to work hard to hold on to that lead, it looks like.
Picture just behind the number 6 of Terry Labonte. The number 18 Jarrett is running strong. He started 22nd, and now you find him up there in the 6th position. Best finish this year was 4th in the 600 right here in May. Good run by Jarrett, broken wrist and all. Back up with the leader. Here's John Andretti, bringing him around for lap 54 on the 1.5 miles. Nemechek still lies 2nd. Sachs having a great run in 3rd.
This is one of the biggest races of the year, and here we have 2 rookies, 1st and 2nd, showing the way.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. You know, Andretti's car is just handling perfect. He can run right down on that bottom line all the way around this racetrack, and they just hit it perfect, and he's doing a great job.
So John Andretti stays in front up there at Penny Enterprises these days. What's it like working for the King, John?
You know, Richard and I have a good relationship. He helps me with some of my driving and talking to some of the other guys, and so it's just been great. It's a really good team, and I'm enjoying myself with them.